This is the THV Garden Party with Tasha Carlock.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining the THV Garden Party. I'm Tasha Carlock, and once a month we have Gary Holt and Associates Law Firm joining us discussing the great hang-up topic. So please help me welcome Gary Holt, and we also have attorney Connie Grace with us. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
And happy Friday to you. Well, you know what? We're just going to start right off. I would just want to pose a question. Gary, what do you think a person that is receiving a text should consider before responding or answering their text?
Tasha, I'll address that directly in a minute, but there's a couple of very new things in the world of distracted driving that I'd like to mention, and then I'm going to shut up and let your viewers get the female perspective.
Okay.
First of all, the Obama administration is concerned about all the new electronics that are in cars now. And they realize, as we do, that distracted driving is becoming more and more of a problem. So the Department of Transportation has asked them to voluntarily put curbs on moving cars and electronics. They have not so subtly hinted, if you don't do it voluntarily, we're going to make it the law.
Right.
Also, there is a organization that was formed due to a terrible, terrible death that is very similar to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. It's called Focus Driven, and Connie will tell you all about that.
Okay, Connie, tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you. Focus Driven is modeled exactly like the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and mother who lost a child and for their families advocated with the National Safety Council and the Department of Transportation to start in 2010. And their policy answers the question that you asked Mr. Holt, which is this text worth someone's life?
Right.
Either reading it or sending it. And of course the answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely. So the Focus Driven group that they have, it's relatively new. They're advocates for
self-free driving, and you can find them at www.focusdriven.org. There's a number of good practical suggestions for employers and individuals who want to get involved, and you should want to get involved because these accidents are senseless and they are preventable.
Absolutely. And later this evening, reporter Lauren Clark is going to interview a young lady whose brother Pat, he died from an incident just like this. So she's an advocate for that. We posed this question last month, but I would just like to bring it again and ask, does texting while driving or using your cell phones, do they really cause a lot of accidents?
Yes, talking on the cell phone, you're 4 times more likely to have an accident, and as far as texting, you're 8 to 23 times more likely to have an accident. 9% of drivers at any time are talking on the cell phone. The average time that one looks away from the road during a text is 4.6 seconds. And at 55 miles per hour, you can go the length of a football field.
Okay, so I know there have been suggestions that if you're drowsy or sleepy while driving, texting actually helps keep you alert. Is that true?
No, it's totally irresponsible. If you've had less than 4 hours of sleep, you are operating at the same rate as someone who is legally drunk, 0.08% alcohol level. And so basically what you have is a drunk driver texting.
Oh, wow. And that's something that we do not think about. Are there any other advocacy groups or people that are just speaking out? Just very quickly, about 10 seconds.
Sure. There's one for youth, especially called NOYS, N-O-Y-S, National Organization for Youth and Safety, and their coalition that's awarded over $200,000 in prizes.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. And I thank Gary Holt because you guys are a voice as well. You come every month and we really appreciate it. See you all next month with more Gary Holt and Associates with the Great Hang Up.
Thank you, Tasha.
Thank you.